Hello!
Welcome to our guide of editing.
We'll be taking you through the basic elements of editing.
Let's begin. In this segment, we'll be talking about tracking shots and shot variation. Shot variation can help exacerbate a mood. For example, a close-up can help show a specific character's emotions. Mid-shot also does this. Long shots don't show emotion but help set up a scene. The following scene is from True Grit. It's a great example of shot variation. This mid-shot shows the character's relief as he draws his gun. The following close-up shows the character's worry. The long shot with the rifle in the foreground helps show the scale of the shot and builds tension. The quick cut and close-up then cut back to the long shot. This helps to break up tension. The close-up further builds the tension as it shows their worry. The final long shot brings the tension to breaking point as we wait to see the outcome. When it goes to the mid-shot, we see the rider fall off his horse and then the tension is broken and the close-up illustrates the character's relief. So as we can see, shot variation doesn't just make film more enjoyable to watch, they help build the story. And if we compare the type of editing to old films such as The Great Train Robbery, the shots are static and making them boring by modern standards.
This is a technique used to dramatise scenes. These are often done in one take to maintain continuity. They are used a lot in war films such as Children of Men, shown here. These are typically shot on a dolly, a contraption on a track which allows for steady moving shots. However, with the recent invention of Steadicams, filmmakers do not need to build expensive and time-consuming tracks. In old films, most shots were static because technology did not allow much else. This isn't very engaging and can get quite boring and repetitive. By using a tracking shot, you are engaging the audience. It makes it much more exciting for them because it feels as if they are in the scene. In this section, we'll talk about a couple of conventions of editing.
Montages have come a long way from Soviet montage theory. When montages were young, they would quickly cut segments of film, which we still find in modern-day montages. Montages are used to show a passage of time. Montages use lots of sharply cut clips of film. In this example from Hot Fuzz, Sergeant Angel gears up to fight the NWA. This, of course, could have happened over a course of a few minutes, but on the screen it lasts for about 27 seconds. This keeps the audience interested, as we haven't waited to see him lock and load. That, and the inclusion of dramatic music, makes the audience keep interest.
It is important to keep the audience engaged in the film. Editing is important to create pace, and cutting quickly can engage the audience.
In the final part of the guide, we'll be discussing techniques and their purpose. When filmmakers are making a certain genre of film, such as comedy and action, they will have to consider the ways of editing to enhance the effect on the audience. For example, in the action movie Mission Impossible 2, the shots are quick and close to the characters to make the audience feel as if we are with them in the action. The music is always up-tempo in the action sequences, creating a more exciting experience and sets the audience in the correct mood for the scene. Another example is horror films. Long takes and only ambient noise help build up tension, gluing us to our seats, and in contrast, loud noises make the audience jump out of their seats.
This is a form of editing that makes sure all things take place in the right order and there are no jump cuts. In this clip, they cut between Jeremy talking inside the car and shots of him driving it. His voice carries on as the shot hard cuts to him driving along busy streets. This makes it seem continuous and keeps the pace.
CC engine from a moped. Top speed rather depends on how big you are and actually how much you had for breakfast.
Anyway, that is a quick insight to the purpose, development and conventions of editing.
We hope you have enjoyed and at least learned something out of this, unless you knew it. If so, why are you watching this?